Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. The movie follows the Turtle brothers who just want to be accepted as normal teenagers, but when a crime syndicate causes terror in New York City, the Turtles, along with their new friend April O'Neil, find themselves coming face to face with an army of mutants. Before I get into the review, if you'd like to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos I'm posting. Time for the review. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is the latest movie about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there have been several movies and TV shows about these characters doing something slightly different with the story each time. And this version, though, is offering a fresh take on those characters and on the story. Now, it does have plenty of nostalgic nods for those who may have watched the 90s movies or grew up on those movies like I did, but it does also modernize the story and introduce these characters to a whole new generation. One of the things that works really well with this version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is that at the heart of it, it really is about the characters, and the movie really embraces what makes these characters special and different and unique. And the story also leans into the teenage angst part of it and does so in a way that I really think captures that youthful energy. So here you have Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. They're essentially outsiders, right? They are mutants who just want to be accepted, but they feel like they can't be accepted because of everything that they've been taught by their father, Splinter, played by Jackie Chan, who has instilled in them this fear of humans. And so they're kind of looking at this world from the outside and longing to be a part of it, but also afraid to be a part of it. Along the way, they start to think, okay, maybe we can be accepted if we become heroes, right? Because everyone loves heroes. And that's when they meet April O'Neil, who in this version is also a teenager. And I really liked that the story did that change with the character. I mean, there's some other changes that they made to April O'Neil, but at the end of the day, April O'Neil is essentially the same kind of character she's been in all the other iterations. In this case, though, she's a budding journalist, and also she wants to be accepted. She also wants to be accepted amongst her peers, and so she relates in that way to the Turtles. So their friendship seems really organic, and it also makes sense. What I really love about this version that the other versions didn't really have is that they cast young voice actors to portray the Turtles. And I think that really adds a nice level of authenticity to the story and to the characters, because it's not adults trying to sound like teenagers. It's young people, age-appropriate people, sounding like teenagers. And also the dialogue does feel very young. There are moments where, it's clear that these are adults writing for these characters. But in many ways, like the way they speak, the things that they talk about, the pop cultural references that are included in this movie do feel like stuff that teenagers would be talking about. Also, speaking of the casting, brilliant casting done on Splinter. It was voiced by Jackie Chan. I mean, Jackie Chan is a legend, and I love that they casted him as Splinter, and especially with the humorous moments, because Splinter gets a lot of the funny bits in this movie, and Jackie Chan just nails it. Jackie Chan has great comedic timing. Anyone who's watched him in any of the action comedies that he's been in knows that he has great comedic timing, and his casting in this movie is just perfect. I can't talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem without mentioning the animation, which is fantastic, and it's a unique animation style, and in many ways it feels like this movie was inspired by the Spider-Verse films, because not that the animation style is necessarily the same. It's not. It's very different. But this movie uses different types of animation styles, which is what, Spider-Verse did. It was this blend of all these different kinds of styles and textures and colors. And this movie does that in a similar way. And so I liked how, first of all, I love the style, the way this animation looks. But then again, I also liked how they infuse different types of animation in there as they tell the story. Moments where the turtles are fantasizing about being part of, you know, the high school experience, to action sequences, like they all kind of use a different style, and I thought it was very, very effective. I also want to talk about the soundtrack for Mutant Mayhem. You know, this movie, I said before, has a lot of like nostalgic touches, and that's very apparent in the soundtrack, because, you know, this movie does have this sort of 90s vibe to it. Even though it's a modernized version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that soundtrack is definitely steeped in the 90s. And there's lots of, you know, 90s rap and hip hop infused in the soundtrack. Lots of cool needle drops there. And I love this soundtrack. All in all, you know, I would say I honestly went into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a bit of trepidation, because I grew up with the 90s movies and they hold a very special place in my heart. And, you know, sometimes every time you see like a new version of stuff that you've already seen in your childhood, you kind of get a little weary of it, because you're like, I don't know, is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Are they just, you know, trying to make money off of something that's already been done before? But, you know, when they can come in and they can do something fresh and different, but also make it really, really good, I'm all in. And that's what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is all about. Like, it is a fresh take on these characters, on the story. It's done very well. It's fun. It's funny. It's action-packed. And, you know, it's just has a lot of energy. And I thought it was really well done, from the story to the characters to the animation, everything. Like, it is a whole lot of fun. It is a blast. It is a great movie, and it's definitely worth watching. So that's my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. If you've had a chance to watch the movie and you want to share your thoughts, you can do so in the comment section below. While you're here, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.